然后才能把它。
下午2点的丹麦街头，美食啤酒在手，不管是游客还是当地人，个个都很惬意。美食当前，选择困难症爆发，来自世界各地的料理齐聚一堂。丹麦人把这样的摊位称为 street food， 就像台湾的夜市，只是在这里中午就开卖。
Overnight, and then you fry the meat.
显眼的挂包照片吸引了我们的注意，原以为是台湾味，但招牌很港式，老板却是越南来的。
My parents are both refugees from Vietnam, and we got picked up by container ship and shipped to Hong Kong, where I was born in a refugee camp.
香港出生的越南难民，1980年代搭上丹麦缺工潮，父母带着他远渡重洋找工作，就这么住了下来。摊贩从小爱吃，就想开餐厅，名字的发音听起来也像中文的摊贩。摊子上卖的挂包和馄饨都是越南和香港有的家乡味，只是要卖给西方人，就得做些调整。
So this is the fried wonton. I call this the Western style, Western style for wontons, because people, they love crunchiness in Denmark, especially in Denmark.
摊贩从小在丹麦长大，但身体里流的还是越南人的血液，爱吃的就是东方味。
Actually, in the beginning, I didn't want to make fried wonton because it's too Western, it's too Western. But when we started making the fried wonton, it's so popular. Everybody was buying it right away. So,
for your business.
Yeah, for my business. But my proudness was not. It was like, it hurts, you know. So here you go. The bao combo, char siu bao with boiled wonton. Enjoy.
靠着挂包和馄饨，摊贩自豪地说，自己的摊位大概是整个市集里头生意数1数2的。这可是一开始没想到的。
We had chicken feet in the beginning, and people were like, some of like old people are like, oh, you know, it's like chicken feet. It's like, yeah.
So where do you start?
Because people was afraid of it. Actually, people was like, I don't want to eat this place. He's crazy. This guy's crazy.
就算不卖鸡脚了，但摊位还是用鸡脚当招牌 logo， 把鲜明的文化冲击保留在人来人往的丹麦市集里。
丹麦的街头美食越来越国际化，其实味道也还不错。但如果要尝尝道地的传统丹麦料理，跟着我们的镜头一起走。
裸麦面包加上腌制飞鱼，上头再摆些腌制小菜。它有个名字叫 Open Sandwich， 开放式三明治。
It's very important because you eat it at lunch. Typically, you make it at home, then you make like a small scale version. So you just put like butter and some topping on. It's been a part of the Danish cuisine for like at least 100 years. And like you drink the snaps, you know, it's like a Danish brandy.
虽然叫三明治，但可不是夹着馅料吃，只有一片面包垫底，放上所有配料。据传是丹麦早期猎人外出打猎，为了方便果腹而准备的，就这么流传了下来，成为丹麦经典。
裸麦面包对我们来讲呢，东方人来讲比较喜欢吃松软一点的，但这边的裸麦面包是比较扎实的。其实这很常见，在一般我们早餐都会吃这种面包，而上面的飞鱼呢，是经过酱料在调味过后腌过好一段时间的，所以它不是我们想象中的味道非常重的那种飞鱼罐头。
清爽的飞鱼是丹麦人的最爱之一，但如果是高度肉食主义者，3分熟的汉堡肉也是维京文化中的美味。
Enjoy.
如果你想要尝试野性一点的丹麦维京的味道的话，就要记得要点像这样的汉堡排。
有汉堡排却没有汉堡包，大口吃肉配上北欧特有的蒸馏酒，维京人的攻城略地就在饕客口中展开。
When we were kids in the kindergarten, it was just like bread with pate and stuff like that. You would eat it just like that. Very simple, everyday, every working man lunch just for the common children and adults. And now it's like more like a dish, and so we eat it with knife and fork.
开放式三明治从经典的庶民餐食，逐渐演变成餐厅里的高档料理，就看你想放上什么好料。记得来丹麦吃三明治，可别夹着吃，开放式才是正宗。